Welcome to another edition of
The Greatest Games Ever Made!
where we look at what could be considered one of the best games ever to be viewed by mortal eyes. Today's game is going to be none other than Mega Man 9. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've talked about a Mega Man game. And I know a lot of you guys are probably like, hey buddy, that game's a bit too new for you to be throwing the claim around that it's one of the greatest games ever. Well, it's like I said last time. What can be considered awesome to one person could be awful to the next. It's completely subjective. And in my opinion, all the classic Mega Man games, yeah, even Mega Man 8, can be considered some of the greatest games ever made. But I digress. Let's talk about Mega Man 9. When this game first came out, I remember everyone saying that Mega Man is back in an 8-bit where he belongs. I can agree and disagree with that statement. Mega Man 9 was very much a return to form for the series, and it was praised for that, up until Mega Man 10. Then the series was accused of being a rehash of the formula. The same thing the series was always criticized for in the past, but we'll get into that at a later date. First, let's go over why the decision to make this game an 8-bit was a good one. At the time, Mega Man was having trouble finding a foothold in a modern market, what with the FPSs and MMOs and the like. I think Team Mega Man looked at things like XBLA and saw a perfect opportunity to make something that felt fresh. Also, I bet that this game is one of the main reasons that we're seeing so many retro-inspired games these days. It showed a lot of people that a game that looks 20 years old can still be successful, as long as it's a good game. Yeah, who would have guessed, right? From the moment you start the game, it screams early Nintendo, to the point that the dialogue is slightly cut off in each cutscene, which are just static images of whatever happens to be going on at the time. The story is kinda simple and can seem quite corny, but this is trying to emulate a NES storyline, so it seems real charming to me. Gameplay is Mega Man. What more do I need to say? The Mega Man series is the definition of if it's not broke, then don't fix it, and 9 feels just as tight as all the other games. Mega Man is missing his slide and the ability to charge his Mega Buster this go around, so it makes the game feel more like a sequel to Mega Man 2 than anything else. It even goes so far to use some of the music from Mega Man 2. This might seem like a step back for the franchise, but I think it was actually for the best in the end. Mega Man 2 is widely considered to be the best game in the series. The developers knew this when working on Mega Man 9. There was also another thing to consider. The version I'm playing is on the Xbox 360. Now, could you imagine trying to press down and A to slide while using a joystick? Or even worse, the 360's D-pad? Capcom knew this game needed to be vamped in order to work with newer consoles and controllers. To do this, they decided to take the slide out. I honestly have no idea why they couldn't keep the charge shot, though. Consistency, I guess. The missing charge shot is not the only thing this game has against it. Like, why can't you use the shoulder buttons to cycle through your weapons? And why did they take out the ability to use your Mega Buster even if you have another weapon selected, like in Mega Man 8? That was extremely helpful. It feels like it was just swept under the rug for no other reason than to be more like the NES games. I will say the music in this game is some of the best in the entire series. It captures that old chiptune vibe perfectly, and I find myself listening to 9's soundtrack much more than some of the older games. It's honestly some of the best music the Mega Man series has to offer. Mega Man 9 is hard. Like, really hard. Like the hardest game in the entire Mega Man series hard. It can feel really unfair sometimes, and I feel like using a joystick instead of a D-pad is a huge disadvantage in compared to the Wii version. And since I still don't own a Wii, I'm stuck with what I got. All the stages require patience and memorization if you want to get through them. Challenge can be a good thing, but some of the things in this game are just fucking ridiculous. Easy, easy, easy. Damn! This game uses the bolt system from Mega Man 7 and 8. Getting your bolt collection up may seem like a daunting task at first. Then you get the Jewel Shield. After that, it's as easy as this. Now just go watch a movie or something. When you come back, you'll have more bolts than you'll know what to do with. And all the charm of the dialogue boxes gets thrown right out the window when trying to navigate through the shop. It feels as if they decided to go backwards from 20 plus years of menu navigation progress just for nostalgia's sake. So you finally defeated all the robot masters and stocked up on E-tanks and the like. Now it's time for some of the most difficult Mega Man stages ever. Like the rest of the game, it takes patience to make it through. But once you make it to those familiar teleporters, you know it's time for the boss rush stage. And that means Dr. Wily is right behind them. This Dr. Wily has to be one of the hardest final fights the Blue Bomber has faced yet. He has 3 forms, all of which are a complete pain in the ass. Especially this fucking bullshit. Oh, and don't run out of lives. If you do, you're going all the way back to the start of the boss rush stage. You start getting frustrated because you keep dying and you have to keep going all the fucking way back for the 100th millionth goddamn time, and it's just But when you finally land that last blow and stop Wily for like the 9th or 10th time, you feel so accomplished. As it flashes to all the previous times Wily has begged Mega Man for forgiveness, you feel all the love and care that was put into Mega Man 9. It's a love letter to not only the fans, but to all of Mega Man. It has the makings of a classic, and I'm sure it'll be discussed for years to come. If that's not enough for Mega Man 9 to be considered one of the greatest games ever made, then I just don't know what is. And as always, nobody loves you. Could you please do me a big solid and maybe watch some more of my videos? My last one was on this terrible Sonic game, even though there's an abundance of those. I mean, this is probably the first terrible Sonic game. So, you know, check it out. Check it out. It's a pretty funny review, I think. And, you know, if you really want to, I have another channel. It's a Let's Play channel. And here I just did a Let's Play on Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And, yeah, I know that everybody's done Five Nights at Freddy's videos, but fuck it. I decided to throw my hat into the ring. And, you know, if you've already seen all those, or that's just not your interest, just please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I need that growth. I crave that growth. Without that growth, I am nothing. Please help me achieve greatness.